Jujutsu Kaisen just broke my heart. What another wild episode this week. It seems like every Thursday we're getting banger after banger after banger, and it doesn't stop. This Shibuya arc has been amazing from the start to its ongoing episodes. As well as me being anime only who is blind, I can only hope these last few episodes of the arc keep it going and we will end up with a 10 out of 10 arc over here. So the episode starts off with echoing voices inside Yuji's head. We got Sukuna taunting him, his grandfather's last words repeating over and over again, and a little bit of Megami up in there too. And we are only met with the sound of heavy breathing from our main character for at least the first 30 seconds of this episode, giving an uneasy and chilling vibe to the start of the episode. And not only that, it gives us this look on Yuji. He is reaching his breaking point. And remember that, because we're going to touch on that a little bit later too. Yuji is breaking bit by bit. Things keep happening to him to really make this kid snap. I'm scared but also excited to see how all of this will end up and what effect it will have on the character development for our main character, Itadori Yuji. Now, just like Yuji took a route down to the underground, we see Nanami taking the same one. But of course, it's a little bit different. This man be broken, looking like Two-Face from Batman, burnt to a crisp, a walking corpse, if you will. Even Mahito does be chilling in a booth because oh boy, he knows. He knows that man has not got much time left at all. We get cuts to the real world and almost like a paradise setting for Nanami, a clear blue sky and a nice ocean view. Like I said, this would be a paradise compared to the hell what is going on within Shibuya. With a deep breath, Nanami is met with a horde of curses, or the transmutated humans, I'm not sure what to call them. He states that he should build a house on an empty beach in Malaysia, and even in his final moments he worries about others, Maki, Megami, and now Bito. But even still, he's tired. So tired. And he's done enough. So decides to have one final dance, both in heaven and in hell. With a beautiful piano OST playing, we can see the parallel between the life Nanami is wanting versus the one he's at right now, dripping with blood fighting out the remainder of his life. He dances and dances, swinging his arms, both water and blood splashing, until there is nobody left, besides from one, Mahito. With both Yuji and Mahito now here, Nanami has his final words, but first a few thoughts to himself. Haibara appears. He starts to talk to him, and questions in his head what he wanted to do in the end, saying he once ran and came back for some sense of achievement, but stops. I realize in the end he should not say stuff like this, as it could become a curse on Yuji. With 1 point from Haibara, Nanami gives a smile on his face, looks at Yuji, and says his final words.
Ato wa tanomimasu.
If it wasn't bad already for Yuji, his hell becomes even worse. Motionless, speechless, Yuji questioned what the hell this was. The only thing he can do was scream. And bro, Mahito was using logic in the anime. He's like, motherfucker, why are you screaming? I am right next to you. I'm in the same room. With that, Yuji charged at Mahito with full force, screaming at the top of his lungs. Those two began to clash. All while Mahito was just toying with Yuji, making random noises at him, just toying with this man's whole life. And at one point he makes like a puppet of Junpei, I believe it is, and just stabs it in the head just to piss off Yuji and taunt him even more, sinking him into more despair, and states he is destined to lose to him. But with all the rage, Yuji thinks, and knows if it was Nanami he would keep a calm head and not fight with his rage. He wants to prove that he's a true Jujutsu sorcerer. These two start walking towards each other. I mean, slowly but surely, they're walking, this feeling like One Piece pacing. The walls get thinner and thinner, they're getting closed in against each other. With Yuji jumping around avoiding Mahito's attacks, they are going one at each other. They are both able to break out with cuts and blood just flying in the air. The second round begins. Can I just say the fact that Yuji was able to dodge all of that and still attack within these close quarters is something else. This man be putting in the work. And if that wasn't enough, this man Mahito starts shooting Yuji up with a gun as his arm. He gets Yuji running up in the elevator, but Yuji was ready. Bro had his fist charged. He was ready. Mahito came down looking like a demon. Boy's eyes were red. He wanted blood. Bro even tried to give Yuji a sweet kiss of death. And somehow my boy Yuji teleports out of the elevator while Mahito's coming back up like it's looking like Chainsaw Man over here. These two go at it some more, with Mahito sending tentacles at Yuji and even a huge ass hand. But oh boy, bad boy Yuji is not phased and sends a beautiful uppercut Mahito knows he's gotta run, because if he takes the risk and messes up, he knows he will die to Yuji. And what I respect about the scene is he actually acknowledges Yuji this time around. He knows Yuji has built his strength and combat arsenal up, so if he goes in blindly and randomly attacks and tries to toy with him, it won't really end well for Mahito. Next, we got the throat goat. Bro took in Mahito like a champ, but yeah, it didn't really end well for bro. As for the other guy, he got turned into a sword. Mahito thinks he's Yoru from Chainsaw Man Part 2. We get a little flashback of Mahito said he had one more trump card against Yuji. We see Mahito separating from Joe Goat while taunting him, and he splits in two. One staying down there, where the other one went up face to face with none other than second best girl, Nobara Kugesaki. Maki best girl, by the way. These two have an exchange with Nobara showing off her little skills. She wanted to recall the energy she once had at the end of season 1, referring to the time her and Yuji did a black flash. With all said and done, we end with blood leaking from Mahito's head, knowing that the girl in front of him is close to Yuji, and well, wanting to bring her very corpse to him, to once and for all break Itadori Yuji. Now damn, this gets me scared because I know Nobara tried to fight Rapunzel that one time and Nanami came to the rescue. That did not go well. This is Mahito, and if I'm not mistaken, even split in two, I don't know if she's able to beat him, so I'm scared. Very, very scared. And hoping she just hopefully kicks his ass or somehow gets rescued at the last second because nobody's here right now. And because, damn, if she don't, I'm gonna cry just like this week. All in all, another thank you to the staff on this episode. Of course, we had some moments with repeated frames and some even strange cut ones with people teleporting, but the staff is doing what they can in the time they are given. So don't send them hate, send them love, and give a hashtag thank you staff down below as always. I really do hope the next few episodes of major action and plot points have nice staff on them and hopefully have more time put in towards them, because at this point I really don't know if we're gonna get a break, hiatus, whatever you want to call it. It's honestly a mystery to me. But if we do, oh boy, if we do, I know we're gonna eat. And if we don't, it's just something we gotta deal with. What is sad, I hear some people saying this is like One Punch Man Season 2, when this is nowhere near as bad as the production that got. Of course, there's some scenes here and there, but overall they're doing their best and it still looks good and it's still watchable, so I'm not gonna complain. And I really don't know how they're doing it. I swear they must have had like a week on this episode, so thank you staff, I am praying for y'all. And it was still entertaining. Got me feeling every emotion in the book. It was just a good episode. And oh my god, let me give you a thanks. Let me give a thanks to the stellar performances from all the voice actors this episode, especially Kenjiro Suda, who gave a stellar final performance and a great send-off to his character. Honestly gonna be sad, he played Nanami perfectly and I can't imagine Nanami is anyone else. Thank you, Suda-san. Overall, I'm excited for the last few episodes. I'm curious how they might end up because I have zero clue, and I really wonder what's gonna happen next because oh damn, I'm feeling it. Feeling that whatever happens next won't be good at all.